up, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview for February 24th, 2013. Although some of you may be watching this on the 25th, it all depends. I'm actually uploading this later than usual this week because I am uploading quite a large amount of gaming footage of Bully Scholarship Edition on DSP Gaming as I'm filming this, so I know I'm not going to have time to upload this until all that's done, and that's going to be much, much later on today. Okay. Well, as a new initiative, I am trying again to listen to feedback from fans, and a major thing that fans have always complained about the weekend preview is that, Phil, you take too long to get to the meat of the video, which is what's coming up this week, because you talk too much about the week before. And the reason that I talk about the week before is a lot of people watch the weekend preview, but maybe they don't know about the changes and things that happened over the course of the week. So, for example, if you go and watch last week's weekend preview, I talk about the things that I was going to do that week. Well, there were a couple things that happened that I didn't end up doing all those things, and therefore, if you just watched that old weekend preview, you might not know what I was up to this past week. But I listen to fan feedback, and the bottom line is this: if, you know, the video is 25 minutes long and 14 minutes of that is me talking about last week, it probably is a little bit too long-winded. So starting right now, that's it. I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing this week. That's right. I'll recap basically what I'm doing today and then head on to the rest of the week. And that's going to be it. So if you want to be in the know during the course of the week, you're going to have to follow me on Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP, or on Facebook, where my Facebook page is just TheyCallMeDSP. Because constantly during the week when things change, like for example this past week I was very sick for 2 days, and so gameplay got changed around. I always talk about that stuff on Twitter and Facebook to keep everyone in the know. So that's the way to stay in the know. But as of right now, starting today, weekend preview is only going to be discussing future events, okay? So, that being said, because of some things that happened over the course of this past week, I mixed things up, I've changed my mindset when it comes to games, and I'm going to be looking to not only play games that are new, but also many, many games that I've never played before and are retro replays. But it's basically going to be me playing games that I want to play and I think I'm really going to enjoy. Case in point, I played 10 parts of Crysis 3 this week. I hated it. I'm done with it. I'm not playing Crysis 3 anymore. I didn't like the game, and that's that. If I don't like a game, why am I going to torture myself and keep playing it? So, that's that. Crysis 3 playthrough is done and over with. So that being said, what's going to replace it? Well, as you noticed, starting today on DSP Gaming, I started a playthrough of Bully Scholarship Edition, which is the HD remake of the PlayStation 2 game Bully, made on Xbox 360. Now, admittedly, it does have some frame rate issues, but outside of the frame rate issues, the game, I feel, is exceptional. I'm having a blast playing it. I knew nothing about this game going into it, and I'm like blown away. The game is great. It's like Grand Theft Auto Light with kids, and with the same kind of story-based branching missions and all kinds of cool unlockables and side things you can do, and I'm having a lot of fun with the game. So, I had all day today, that's all I played, so that's what was up on DSP Gaming. So, what to expect for the rest of this week? Well, the bottom line is a monkey wrench got thrown into my plans because my plans were starting today. I was going to do half Bully Scholarship Edition and then a retro replay of Metal Gear Solid 4, which I've never done on YouTube before. Well, I did purchase a used copy of Metal Gear Solid 4, but for the life of me, it would not install on my PlayStation. It would get to about 11%, and then it would have a disk read error, and I just couldn't get it to pass that. And I apologize to anyone who was looking forward to the playthrough starting today. There was nothing I could do. It was just extenuating circumstances. And so, I know for a fact that no game stores in my area have a new copy of this game, because when I bought the used copy weeks back, I looked around. No one has this game new in Connecticut, okay, at least in my area. So I had to order something online, and I got it used. It comes to find out it's a piece of shit. So I did find a couple places online that had it new. I think it's the greatest hits version of the game. So I actually just ordered it, and that should be arriving on Tuesday. Now, I know some people were saying, oh, Phil, there's a 25th anniversary edition that just came out. People need to understand that I live in America, in the United States, okay? You may have that in your area. It doesn't exist here. So there are other regions that got it, but America didn't get it. Or if they did get it, it's not in the stores. I have not seen it. So understand that when you say, oh, Phil's lazy, he should have just went to the store and got the 25th anniversary edition, it doesn't exist here, okay? So I did the best I could do. I ordered it online. I ordered overnight shipping. Of course, they don't process that stuff on Sunday, so come Monday, they'll ship it overnight. I should have it on Tuesday. So here's the rough plan for this week, okay? Obviously, you already know Bully started today, and Weekend Preview here on the King of Hate Vlogs did today. Tomorrow, Bully Scholarship Edition will continue on DSP Gaming. Now, I'm up in the air because some people have been asking me, will I review Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? And the answer is yes, I do want to do a video review of that game because I beat it last week. And normally what I've been doing is I've been doing my video reviews on Monday, but seeing that I'm now going to be starting Metal Gear Solid 4 late, and I apologize, I wish I could have changed that, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point. What I think I'm going to do is, for footage uploaded on Monday will just be Bully, and that'll be on DSP Gaming. But for what I'm actually going to be doing here, I may just hardcore get into Bully myself here and play the hell out of it. So I have a lot of footage of Bully stored up, so that way, come Tuesday, I can really focus on Metal Gear Solid 4 and get into that game. Because that's a game that once you get into it, you do well at it. But if you're not, always staying on top of it, you can forget stuff. You can forget what you're doing. So, I think that's really my plans. Monday, I'm going to play the hell out of Bully, and you'll see Bully footage on DSP Gaming. Tuesday, I'm going to play the hell out of Metal Gear Solid 4, and I'll probably split the day between Metal Gear Solid 4 and Bully on DSP Gaming. Now, keep in mind, I ordered overnight shipping. That doesn't mean that the game's going to come here at 10 in the morning and I can start the playthrough. Unfortunately, I'm at the will of whoever is shipping this, which I don't know who it is. So, if it shows up at 5 p.m., unfortunately, that means the Metal Gear Solid videos are going to be the second batch of videos to be uploaded on Tuesday because I have to still play the game. I have to open it, install it, and play it, and I can't do that if the game shows up late. So we have to see what happens, okay? But you will see both games as long as Metal Gear Solid shows up on Tuesday, and then over the course of the week, you'll have it split between Bully Scholarship Edition and Metal Gear Solid 4. So a little bit of something for everyone, okay? On Thursday, and I know I have not mentioned this for quite some time, which is why I'm mentioning it now, and I will mention it during the course of the week to remind people, Ask the King returns. After about a month of no episodes of Ask the King, it returns on Thursday, February 28th. Now, I already have a thread open on my forums, thekingofhate.com, where you can submit questions, and some people already have, but I haven't mentioned it in so long, there aren't a lot of questions over there. So, if you'd like to have a possibility of your question being answered on Ask the King, head to the thread. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Head over there and post up your questions, okay? And that'll be great, because now I'll have lots of questions to choose from, as well as on Thursday, while I'm in the process of getting the questions together to answer, you can also have the opportunity to ask me a question on Twitter or Facebook. So please, on Thursday, keep your eyes and ears open. Sometime Thursday afternoon, I will be asking for questions for Ask the King, okay? And so, that will continue over the course of the week. The Bully and Metal Gear Solid 4 Ask the King special on Thursday, and then come Saturday, John Rambo will be here. We're going to film another edition of our wrestling wrestling commentary show, Smart Guys, and we're going to be filming more co-op gameplay. Now, last week was unique because we decided to do indie games again, unannounced, and we actually played two indie games in particular that piqued our interest. One was called Decay, which was it's kind of almost a puzzle horror game, and another one was called Arcade Craft, in which you basically create a virtual arcade from the 1980s and you manage it, and you actually bring in the arcade games of the time. Now, it's not the real ones, but for example, there's a game called Gorilla, and that's supposed to be Donkey Kong. What you need to do is strategically place these machines in your arcade, constantly be emptying them, repairing them, and then bringing in the newer games, get rid of older games, repair the games, move the games around to try to give them more interest, rotate them in and out. The game was fun as hell. We actually made about an hour's worth of footage, but we were afraid that people were going to get bored and say if we uploaded all 6 videos that they didn't like it. So I only uploaded 4 of the videos and skipped 2 of them, and people actually started complaining, Phil, you should have uploaded all of them because we really like this footage. So what I'm thinking of maybe next week, what John and I will do is continue our playthroughs of Decay Part 1 and maybe do some more Arcade Craft as well. Decay Part 1, the only reason we stopped playing is because we got stumped on a puzzle. Well, we know the solution now. Every single person on the planet who saw the video left it in the comments of the video. So we're probably going to go back and maybe continue that. Maybe we'll continue Arcade Craft. Maybe we'll do something else with indie games. But we've been having a lot of fun with indie games lately. And if you didn't check out the indie game footage that we put out, you have to. I mean, people are telling me in the comments this is the best indie game footage you've ever done. Including the original indie games we did back in 2010. They're saying the stuff we did on Saturday was better. And it's a shame because, unfortunately, not everyone is, having the opportunity to watch it, especially because we didn't even announce we were going to do it. So it was kind of like a surprise thing. No one really knew about it until it was uploaded very late in the day on Saturday. So check it out if you haven't. That's probably some of the co-op gameplay we'll be doing on Saturday, okay? And then, basically, just keep playing those two games, Bully and Metal Gear Solid 4, until I beat them both, okay? And leading us into next week, because next week has a bunch of new releases, great stuff coming up that I'm really interested in doing, okay? And so the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance review, I want to do it this week. I can't promise you when it'll be out. It may be out Monday or Tuesday, probably not. It's probably going to be around Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday will be Ask the King. Maybe it'll be out Friday. It's definitely coming out this week. I just don't know when. I have to find a day when I can put aside like 3 to 4 hours to make it, because that's how long it takes with my video editing and all the stuff that I've been doing with them. I'm trying to think if there's anything left over. Oh, nice long hair. Did anything else happen this week? I don't think so. I think that that's pretty much what's coming up for this week. And then the big releases coming out the week after will be great. That's right. The last thing I want to mention. One day this week, I haven't had a chance yet, but one day this week, I will be creating the new poll for the next candidate for Retro Replay. Okay? Right now, the winner is Metal Gear Solid 4 for the first poll. When the next poll opens up, it's going to have some of the same selections, some of the same options as the poll for the first one did. So, for example, Resident Evil Director's Cut, it's a no-brainer. It should be in there. It got the number 2 most votes in the poll. But I'm also going to be adding in new things that weren't in there before. I think some things you're going to like. For example, some of the things that will be added, I can tell you right now, Uncharted 1, Uncharted Among Thieves, no, wait a minute, it was Uncharted Drake's Fortune. That's going to be added. In addition, Yakuza 4 will be added, and some other things. Now, I know you might say, Yakuza 4, why is that added? Because that's not one that you've played before. I think what I'm going to do with this poll is I'm going to try to get interest on like what games people want to see me play, that maybe even it's not just Retro Replay, maybe other games outside of Retro Replay that people want to see me play next. So this poll isn't going to just be Retro Replay. It'll be some Retro Replay selections, but it'll also be some other games I've never played that people have been asking me to play a lot. So there's going to be a mix of selections in there. I hope you'll join me for that poll this week and vote. And we'll see what people really want to see me play coming up next, okay? So that's it for the weekend preview. Much shorter than usual because I'm not doing a recap, okay? That's it. I hope that you enjoyed the change. Let me know in the comments, obviously. Thanks a lot. Hope that you'll join me for Bully and Metal Gear Solid 4 this week. And for Ask the King on Thursday, for the review, for all the co-op stuff I'm going to do with Rambo on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of new, exciting gameplay. I'm feeling great about it. I'm really enjoying Bully so far, so I actually can't wait to play some more. Thanks a lot. I'll see you then. Peace out.